Mike Broomhead and I sat down and talked yesterday about some things happening with the pandemic and how it's affecting Arizona. And this was before the governor talked, so let's see if Mike is right about some things. I like when I get these opportunities to sit with someone that knows more than I do about what's happening.
No pressure, right?
No pressure at all. Mike Broomhead here with me. And Mike, this is a time that, I do turn to you. I listen to the radio, between while we're doing the show and afterwards, because you have insight of what's happening here in Arizona. And as we are talking now, we know the governor is going to be speaking a little bit. But I've been trying to figure out the situations with gyms.
Right.
I miss going to the gym. I understand with school too. I have friends who are kind of like wondering what's happening there. With school literally starting a little bit, we'll be starting our big Stuff the Bus campaign, and we're kind of like in limbo. So what is going on here?
I think the governor, obviously, we're doing this before he speaks, but I think that he has to talk about three things. Testing, because there's a big lag in testing results. Instead of it being 48 hours, it's taken sometimes 7 to 14 days. They've really got to address that. School opening, they said it was an ambitious date of August 17th. Is that going to happen? I don't think so. And he's got to talk about this because the executive order expires on the 27th. So addressing whether or not he's going to extend all or part of that executive order. So those three things have to be addressed. And through this whole thing, I think the only disappointment for me has been lack of communication in the second half. Remember when we shut everything down, there was daily communication of what we were doing and why. So half the people were upset we were shut down. Half the people got upset when we reopened. It's communicating that is most important to me, and I hope they communicate a little better. I think that's going to make people feel better no matter what the decisions are.
Yeah, and I know, do you think he's going to be shutting some more stuff down?
I don't think anything else gets shut down. So here's my prediction. See how wrong I am. I think he is going to postpone the opening of schools from August 17th to probably Labor Day. That'll be 2 more weeks to the first week of September. I think 2 more weeks of the way the lockdown is right now. So August 9th, somewhere in that neighborhood, where he's going to say he'll feel better about trying to slowly open things again. And I think he's going to address testing and talk about trying to lower the time or shorten the time when you get testing results. But I don't think anything else is going to be more strict. I just think he extends this executive order at least another 2 weeks.
Okay. Let's talk money.
Okay.
Right, just said that right there. We know that they're right now talking about extending the stimulus package, getting more checks to people. What about us here in Arizona? I know I've heard there's been long lines at unemployment. Some people have not gotten it. Is he gonna address that soon?
He has to. The other part of this that's been tough is the rental assistance. There were people that applied in April and in July still hadn't gotten it. So they're working with landlords where the landlords see that people are applying and approved. They just haven't gotten the money. That's a part of the issue, is that they just applied for another $1.5 billion from the federal government to extend those unemployment benefits, because the vast majority of what people get in Arizona is federal right now. It's $600 a week from the federal government and only $240 a week from the state of Arizona. When this ends, people are going to be out that $600 without an end in sight. That's going to be some desperation for people.
So, okay. I have 2 minutes here,
okay.
and I'm going to do this. So I'm going to put you on the spot again.
Okay.
This is all off the cuff. I got to ask you, what do you think about President Trump's change about wearing a mask?
I think that he needed to do that. Because he's obviously the leader of the free world. All the experts are saying that the masks help. Now, I'm not a mask I wasn't a mask person based on the old data. If somebody asked me to, I wore a mask. I want to be polite like everyone else. When the new data says it's helpful, the worst that can happen is that they're wrong again, and all I did was look silly in a mask for a few weeks. But if they truly are helpful, I want to do what I can to get kids back in school. So I started wearing a mask in public where it's required and where I'm asked to do. I think it was the right thing to do for the president to say, because outside of the people that hate him or love him, there's a large group of people that just say that's the president and he needs to set the example. So I think he needed to do it.
So there you go. All right. Weekdays, what time on KTR?
So I'm on Monday through Friday, 8 to noon, actually 8:15, but I do my first hit at 8 o'clock, jump in at 8:15. We're on until noon, Monday through Friday on 92.3 FM or the KTAR app, and I'm having a great time, and there's so much to talk about. And sports is coming back.
Yeah, so next week, we talk sports?
Yeah, whatever you want.
There you go.
Talk about the new name for Washington. Did you see that?
Yes, yes.
The Washington football team.
All right, thanks, bud. All right.